Welcome to Drum Addicts on Andertons TV, and I'm with Dan from the store, so I've dragged him from our department today in the video room, and we're going to talk about TourTech, which is our sort of new electronic starter drum kit range. So very reasonably priced, but you get a lot in there. So we're going to talk through a few things and do a few tips and tricks, aren't we? So
exactly, yeah.
Go on, kick it off. You can start.
So first thing, you'll need to get a couple of accessories on top. So those accessories are going to be a drum stool, or as drummers like to call a throne, and headphones as well. So all the other bits come with it, but the main things that you would need on top would be a throne and headphones. And there are a number of different ones that come at different price points as well. Double braced, or you can get saddle type stuff. So there's lots of different stuff. So check out the website. And also, if you don't want to listen with headphones, because you'll need either headphones or some sort of amp. So you can either go for a drum amp, or we do some other different types of monitors. Likewise, just give us a call, pop us an email, and we can give you some recommendations.
Let's talk about some features that the whole range have. So all electronic drums, if you're sort of just getting started, or you've got it as a practice tool or something. So all of the ones around us all have metronomes, or click tracks is the sort of modern take on it. You can adjust the speed, you can adjust the actual number of beats in a bar. Everything's adjustable, and you can also adjust the volume so it's not like too loud in your ear. They're all got it on, and they're all within sort of one or two windows drop down to find it, so it's not hard. And they're a great tool for practicing, and always try and practice your rudiments or your next track or that verse at the correct tempo of the song, or trying to get quicker and quicker to get your hands better. So metronome and clicks are like a key feature, and they're on the whole range.
Yeah, and another feature which is on the whole range is a quick record function. So basically you can quickly record yourself. There's any kind of little snippets. You can record yourself and hear yourself back. So it's a great way to check your progress, and also just to kind of jot down some really cool ideas. And that's across their whole range on all the different modules.
Also on all the modules is you've got like backing tracks and things. So drums is an accompanying instrument. We're never going to have like Buddy Rich solo drummers anymore. I think we're usually accompanying a band or a singer-songwriter or something. So all of the modules, including this one, all have like tracks on. Now the track, you can mute the drums, so you can press play and there is a drum kit playing. That's sort of like a key track, an idea track, just to sort of, for you to listen and go, oh, this sounds like what I could be learning to play with that track. You can also mute the drums, so you can play to the track. So like Dan just said, you can record yourself, you could turn the drums off and record yourself playing to the backing track. It's really cool. And also you can change the volume of the backing track, the accompanying track, and the drum kit, so you can sort of match them up to make them comfortable for your ears.
And then another feature on all of them, if you, because on the module there'll only be a couple of different songs, so if you want to actually listen to your own music and play that through the module, then on the back of them you'll see this little aux in input. And then basically that is a mini jack input. So with one of these little cables here, you plug one end into the module, and then the other end you can plug into your iPod or your laptop or your iPad. And then that way you've got the music playing through the module along with the sound of the kit. So you're playing all together, and it's a great way to play along to your favourite tracks. Easy
peasy. It's good fun as well if you stick your iPod on shuffle, then you don't know what's coming next. That's always a fun way of practicing. So let's give you some tips. I'll start out. We're okay in here because we've got a lovely vinyl rug behind us, but if you had your parents', I don't know, very light cream coloured carpet or wooden floor, nice wooden floor, suggest getting a mat, because the rubber feet and the sort of spikes on the bass drum will mark a floor and could damage your floor. So obviously you don't want to get in trouble, or if you're purchasing it for someone, it's a sort of a good thing to bear in mind where you're going to set it up, because it is either dark rubber or spiked bass drum. So yeah, don't destroy your house.
Another top tip is with the bass drum beater. So let me quickly grab a pedal here. So bass drum beater, you'll come with two sides, either a plastic side or a felt side, and we always recommend using the plastic side. For rubber pads, but especially for mesh pads, always use the plastic beater for mesh pads, because this basically saves the mesh material. If you use the white felt side, that will wear away at the mesh material, but the plastic side will make sure it lasts much longer. So always use the plastic side when it comes to mesh pads.
When they come out of the box, the mesh might not be the correct tension, or it might be really floppy. So when you get them, obviously these ones I think we've tightened up so Dan can play them. Yeah, they're pretty good. Each drum, if you were to play an acoustic drum, you'd have say like a 14-inch snare, and you might have 10, 12, 16. The bigger the drum, the sort of more bounce you would get out of it, and how big and what tension you'd want the head at. So you can adjust the tension. So we've left that floor tom a bit softer, and then we've tightened this one up a bit. And that is literally with the drum kit that comes with it, you can just tighten or loosen. Most of the ones we've got out of the box, you will have to tighten just to start. So if you imagine when you drop a stick on it, you don't want it to be just, and it stopped really quickly. That means the head's too soft. And if it bounces loads, like just keeps on bouncing until it stops, that probably means this is too tight. So you want it to just be a nice bounce and rebound, that feel comfortable to play, and then you're not going to damage the drum. That's the main point. So with the mesh, it's good just to tension them once you get them.
Also, another top tip, sticks. So you can basically use normal sticks that you would use on an acoustic kit. We recommend generally using wood tip sticks, just because nylon tips tend to leave more marks than the wood tips. But yeah, just use some wood tips, and it's basically, when it comes to sticks, it's all about preference in terms of size and length. Some people like to play really thin sticks, like myself. I play lots of jazz stuff, so lots of really light thin sticks. But other people, I like to play much chunkier sticks. So maybe just start with 5A, and then that's nice and middle of the road, and then you can kind of go from there, either go bigger or go thinner. There's tons of different options, and drummers are always searching for their favourite sticks.
So all of these kits, they're a very reasonable price point, and they have great features in for that price point, and they're good for getting people started. Obviously, if you're just new at buying a kit, it might be slightly confusing what you need, everything like that. So check the website out. We have got bundles and like buyer's guides and things like that. So there's loads of things on there, but the main thing is just have fun, play drums and enjoy playing with your music or playing with your mates. It's just that sort of fun element out of music, and that's the important thing that you should get out of these drums. Also, we've got a whole series of beginner guides. So Colin, another one of the boys from the department, is doing like series of grooves and different fills and things. We use a couple of different kits. So yeah, check out the beginner's guide. This is TourTech on Andertons TV, and we'll see you next time.